Back, they say necessity is the mother of invention, and when a Bessemer mom couldn't get the service or the prom gown that she wanted for her daughter, she decided to go into business for herself.
Yeah, I love this story, and she told WVTM 13's Carla Wade that her designs are being seen from Montgomery to Pleasant Grove, all the way to Paris. As Project Community highlights, barrier-breaking women.
Derelia Webster Harris went from online clothing sales to owning 3 boutiques and designing her own line of bridal gowns, a move that took her to New York Fashion Week last year and will send her to Paris Fashion Week this year.
I'm a natural risk taker.
And so far, it's all been worth the risk for Derelia Webster Harris. She opened After 5 Prom and Bridal here in Pleasant Grove back in 2018. Just 2 years after an unpleasant prom season shopping experience with her then teenage daughter.
After visiting several shops, we were just kind of brushed off, not attended to, and I was wondering how many other people kind of felt the way that I did.
She soon found other mothers and daughters felt the same way, telling her many shops don't offer a wide range of styles or sizes, and the customer service is lacking. Those shared experiences became the basis for a business.
Our goal is customer service. We try to treat every customer that comes in the door with the same etiquette, give the same 5-star experience, whether the budget is $100 or $1,000.
Harris describes herself as a born entrepreneur, learning from the example her grandparents set.
It's always been in me. Even at 5 years old, I was selling apples in the neighborhood, pecans from their own pecan tree. So yeah, it has always been there.
Even with her natural knack for business, she says breaking into the bridal and prom industry was tough. While the shop is now filled with gorgeous gowns, at first, she didn't carry a lot of dresses from well-known designers.
So those people that are established and has been, in the industry 20 plus years, they're territorial. So you really have to fight hard and just, come in and mark your spots to let them know I deserve to be here. I got denied so many times because one of the main questions were, who do you carry? Who do you already carry? And just coming in, I didn't carry anyone.
An obstacle she would turn to her advantage, designing her own styles, even though she doesn't sketch or sew.
I had no clue that I could do it. I decided to work with a few factories out of the country to just see if they could translate my vision onto fabrics and designs and create those, because I don't make gowns, but I do have the luxury to design some. And the designs really come from brides coming in, telling me what they want, their inspirations, and we just go from there.
From there came Ella Noir Couture in 2022. It means she is black in French. Her bold, trend-setting designs, all based on customer requests, graced the runways at New York Fashion Week in 2023.
But it was just an awesome experience to be there, present my work. People come in from so many countries just to see what you have to offer.
While her work is getting noticed by the fashion elite across the country, Harris found an underserved customer base right here in Alabama, prompting her to open 2 more boutiques in Montgomery.
So many girls would travel from the Black Belt area, Montgomery, Selma here. So initially I just said, when I do open the second location, that is the prime area because so many girls travel from that area.
And recently, hosting her own bridal and fashion expo in her hometown of Bessemer.
There's so many things that I've ventured into before now, finding my niche in the bridal and prom industry. But those things were lessons for me. Don't give up. Get with like-minded people to discuss your ideas. Don't let anyone kill your dreams, because a no doesn't necessarily have to be no. It just means find another way.
And so far, Harris is finding her way in the ever-changing world of fashion. Carla Wade, WVTM 13.